Hello everybody, welcome back.
I swear to the
Cars Late Model Stock Tour Fixed Series from USA International Speedway. Starting in the back third of the field, 15 cars qualified, 9th as car number 7. Just did not have a very good qualifying effort. Lap 2 had always been quicker for me, so lap 1 was kind of just somewhat taking it easy, getting some temps into the tires, trying not to overdrive it, slide anything, and unfortunately just completely blew lap 2. So likely probably could have started a few rows ahead had I done close to what I was supposed to do. We're going to have 45 laps to try to make something happen, though. Hoping I can take advantage of the inside line. See if I can, pick up a few spots. We got some chatters in the field. 13 to our outside one row ahead is having fun on the radio. Everybody's just getting ready for the start of this one. See if this can go any better. Let's try to make what I can happen. I don't know how it's going to be, but Jake, we're going to see. Get off and rolling fairly early, though. Up through the gears. The inside of the 13 as we go down into turn 1.
He's still there. Clear up high.
Can't quite get to the 15. 13's still making a run on the outside. Got slightly loose off of turn 2.
Still there.
Just gonna keep working the inside here. Hopefully try to clear him here this time off of 4. Alright, so up 1 spot. Guess it's not the worst start in the world.
P8.
I was just trying to find a way to keep it straight, I guess. Was the bigger thing. I was gonna say try to not lean on the right front too much. Hopefully try to find a way to the inside of somebody, but keeping it straight apparently is going to be my challenge in this race. Side by side, some blocking, some contact, cars going everywhere. Kind of stalls everybody out up ahead.
Just done a 21.56.
I think that was the 2 and the 3 maybe? A little bit of ego there. There could be some contact and some wrecking.
Right side.
Try to take advantage of that. 2 got knocked out of the way by the 3. Guy's not happy up ahead.
Keep it together.
So shot the 15 up. Try to take advantage of that. 13 followed me through on the inside. I got the 12 up ahead. The 2's going to be back behind the 3. So we'll see if there's going to be any retribution. Some drama I need to keep my eye on so that I don't get involved in it.
Just done a 21.60.
13's actually running fairly quick. It's not pulling away from him. I apex too early there in the middle of 3 and 4. It's going to hurt the runoff. We are still very early on.
21.55.
40 to go. I have to watch that sliding off of turn 2. It's going to heat up the right rear, make it tougher to lay the power down as the run goes on. That time I just overshot 3 and 4. Gets a little loose behind, so it gives me a little bit of daylight. Twelve's kind of falling off the back of the 2 and the 3. Let's say if I can get by him at some point, that would be good. I'd like to see if I can find a way to keep in touch with the front 5. Overshot 3 again.
P7.
Kind of feeling like I'm overdriving the entry a little bit, sliding it on the right front a little too much. Just back those braking points up a little bit. And not transfer the weight quite as hard, as fast. Seems like the 13's kind of stabilizing. Excuse me, the 12's kind of stabilizing out a little bit. was not a good 1 and 2 at all. All running pretty close to each other within like 3-4 hundredths of a second, at least the last time by. Although as I say that, I run a really bad lap. Not the highest strength of field I've been in the late models this season, but not a bad strength of field. A little bit of a later start to it this week than normal for me, but not bad overall.
Okay, Jake, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
13's kind of breaking away as I get a really bad slide out of 2. Not good for that right rear. 13's pulling away from the 6. 15's trying to hang back. And then there's a big gap behind them to the rest of the field. But 3 are kind of running close. Then you got the 2 and the 3. And the 12 and kind of myself. This is what can happen in the fixed series when you get a good group of guys that know what they're doing. Bit tough to pass at times.
You've just done a 21.62.
I see a lot of a freight train. Everybody pretty close to each other. So with a little bit of a push in the middle of 3 and 4. Able to close up to him, not able to get inside of him yet. Kind of slid it there in the middle. Got under 30 to go when we cross the line, so just past the 2 or the 1/3 mark, excuse me. Starting to close back in on the 12 a little bit.
21.64.
I don't know if I'll be able to cut underneath him. He's doing a pretty good job protecting the bottom off the exit. Hard parts, I'm going to have to find a way around him because the front 5 are starting to separate away from him, and I know I'm going to get the 13 on my back bumper here the next few laps if I continue to sit behind the 12. Trying to manage it right now. I'm backing it off just a little bit. Gotta watch how I put the power down there though in turn 2. That's where I've been getting too much rotation. Well, with a big push at the center of the corner, at the lift, catch it. I feel like he's kind of hurting on the right front, maybe. I feel like I'm treating my right front a little bit better than him. It's just so tough. Got side-by-side up ahead, looks like for 2nd and 3rd.
You've just done a 21.70.
4 possibly getting shuffled out. No, the 5. 4 on the car. Just overshot 3. Really lucky the 13 couldn't get to my inside there. God, I really wishing the 12 would be able to catch a run. We're up 1 spot away from the 5, but unfortunately, don't think that's going to happen. The 5's going to be able to slot in behind the 2 here. He's still trying to battle on that outside though. I made it a little defensive. Keep that inside line closed from the 13. Little wiggle out of the 2 it looks like. 5 slots in behind him. Yep, 12's just too slow to take advantage of it. So it could have been an opportunity to get a spot. Unfortunately, 12 just wasn't quick enough.
Okay, Jake, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. That last lap was a 21.73.
You got one right side.
Inside the 12 here.
Clear outside.
Drives it a little bit deeper.
Right
He
side.
washes up.
Clear.
Trying to get the run
You got
off
one
the
right
corner.
side. Outside line's clear.
Just not quite there yet.
That lap was a 21.81.
Trying to force him to drive it in a little deeper and then wash up, me get underneath him in the center.
Temps increasing. It's now 87.
Try to get the run down the straightaway. Couldn't quite take advantage of it the first time he made the mistake. The second time he didn't make the mistake. He's also drawing the 15 and the 6 back in. He's kind of falling off from the 2 a little bit. So he's trying to go chase the 3 down. Car's definitely, for whatever reason, a little bit more snug. Not tight, necessarily, but it sticks a little better out of 4 than it does out of turn 2. Yeah, we're feeling the pressure from the 13. He's trying to get there to the 12. Just cannot quite get to his inside yet.
That was a 21.74.
Like I might be able to put a challenge on the 5 if I could get by the 12. Alright. Gotta block the 13. He's getting impatient. Really, the 12's the one holding us up at this point. I shouldn't be unhappy with 7th. Like I said, that's where I'm supposed to finish, but... And I feel like I have the pace to get at least one more spot.
That time was 21.83.
Got to defend inside, which kills the run off trying to catch the 12. Now I've got to play defense against the 13, but still try to go on the attack to get by the 12. Keep getting a little bit of a better run off the quarter, just not quite able to close up enough to the 12 to get there. I don't even think we'll have a shot at the 5 if I can get by the 12 at this point. I think it's going to be 6th place.
Your last lap time was at 21.77.
Kind of leaned on the 12 there a little bit.
On your right.
But I feel bad, but like
They're outside.
kind of at the point where with the 1 lane, I gotta do something. Like sat behind him long enough.
Low side, you got one.
13 throws it into the inside.
He's still there.
I know
Very
he's
low.
impatient. He's barely able to hang on to that one. Two and the 3 are side by side up ahead.
That lap time was 21.85.
13 gets into me. I don't know if I cut down in front of him or not, but
Our inside, keep
I'll
high.
throw the block
They're
at this
inside.
point
Coming up
because
on
I'm
your-
kind of tired of how hard
There.
he's driving me. He works the apron. I screwed up the entry. He's going to get the run off now. Nothing I can do at this point.
You got one on the inside. Inside's clear. Coming up low side.
Yeah, we're going around, getting shoved out of the way. Stupid 12 held me up.
Still there.
Yeah,
He's still there.
so frustrated with the 12.
Clear
Like,
inside.
he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, but it sucks to have that happen. Try to cross underneath the 13.
Right side.
We'll just flip the rolls here going into turn 1.
Still there.
P8.
Clear high.
He turns down. Yep, I can hang on to it.
Okay, Jake. Gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Well, we go all the way back because I got aggressive. Was trying to make something out of it that I could. Should have taken an 8th place instead of 11th or 10th or wherever I'm at.
Miller is gaining on you. The gap is now 2.0. P10.
I did what I
The
could.
front is now 1.82.
I don't know, 12. I probably should have put the bumper to him and just knocked him up the track. Just trying to find a clean way around him. Unfortunately, it hurt me in the long run. Put me in a bad spot. I feel like the 13 shot down on me, but I could be wrong. I could have not been as far up alongside of him as I thought I was. I have a hard time judging sometimes in this car. Lucky enough to save it and not really wreck the car. Lucky enough that everybody else behind's so far back.
Your last lap time was 21.78.
It's just so hard to pass. So hard to pass. I know everybody says this is fun racing, and it is in a way, but it can also be very frustrating. Coming up on 5 to go next time by. I'm just out here hoping somebody wrecks at this point. That's my only shot to pick up any spots. Well, there'll be plenty to look at.
Come on, Jake. Push, push, push. We can get this guy. 10th position.
CrewChief's a little too ambitious, thinking I can get to the 13 before the end of this, especially with only 3 laps to go when we cross the line. Like I said, my only shot at any spots are going to be because somebody wrecked. That doesn't seem likely at this point.
You've just done a 21.82. The gap in front is now 1.82.
Should have just taken 7th place, just tried to defend. Instead I was really trying to get by the 12. White flag, last time around.
White flag, one more to go.
Sure the 13 is gonna yell at me or something. I don't know. Not like he drove the cleanest. 10th place, 1 spot back from where we started.
10th position.
There
we go, it's over.
That's a
Bring
tough
it back
one.
round.
Well, did everything I guess he needed to do. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's just a little too nice. Take a look at everything. Tires were 54/70. Yeah, I killed the right front trying to hang on with those battles. Let's go back and look at what happened. Just watch this for a few laps. You can see I got the 13 behind me. He's trying to look to the inside because I opened it up. He gives me a shot there, so I'm automatically, like, at that point, I'm not going to be that nice. Really not. Like, he just drives in and gets in my left rear, gets me loose. And it kind of unsettled the car. I was trying to hang on to it, so kind of threw a bit of a block there. Which, again, you know, not really happy with him. Drives down on the apron, it kind of kills him. I wash up, just then put him on my inside. If I made contact, that was not intentional at all there. And he drives to the inside and just kind of shoves me up the track. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I left a tiny bit of a lane, but in all honesty, really didn't leave that much of a lane there. And he just, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure where he's headed, but he's sticking to the yellow line, and I'm still kind of coming down. And he just kind of shoves his nose in there. I don't really feel like he had the position to do that. I felt like that was a bit too aggressive, but I could be wrong. You guys can tell me. So then that puts him now in front. Try to stay in front of the 15 here. Get to his inside. This is where we're going to see if I was there or not, or if this was kind of returning the favor. Yeah, it's probably returning the favor. Let's look at it from his perspective. I go down the front stretch. Takes a hard cut to the bottom, and I just overdrove the entry and wash up and get his left rear. Yep, that one's all on me. I mean, he can be angry, but the flip side is it's not like he drove me the cleanest, so I guess we're even. Obviously, what I did to him was worse. We were both lucky enough to hang on to it. Yeah, just should have settled for 8th, honestly. Or 6th, whatever, 7th. I don't know. Whatever position I was in before that, I should have just settled for that. 8th, I think it was. I don't know. I wanted 6th from the 12th so bad. I just could not get there. Just could not quite get there. Like I said, he drove what he needed to do. Yeah, I drove it in too hard, kind of washed up. The 13 took a hard cut to the bottom. He definitely was trying to cut my line off rather than leave it open. So I don't feel horrible considering he kind of did the same thing to me in a way, but I didn't know. It is what it is. But take a look back. I swear I gave a shot at one point to the 12. I just could not get there. I had the pressure from the 13 that I was trying to watch. So I couldn't take the lines like I wanted to because it would open up the bottom. The 13 would have been able to cut underneath me. I could not quite get there. See how bad the 5, who's the 4 on the car, was. He was not good. You can see how the 13's already trying to take a look inside. Even with that bad corner, like I kind of gained on the 12 in the center of the corner. I don't know. I mean, it's just so hard to manufacture runs when everybody's so close on pace and it's a single groove. The outside was not in play at all. The inside was definitely the preferred line, and you could not afford to give that up at all. So, I don't know, we'll watch this for another. I mean, I guess you can say it was a fun battle with the 12, but and again, he did exactly what he needed to do. I just could never quite find my way around him. And it probably should have been, laying a bumper to him, and just kind of shoving him up the track. Like, that was about the closest I got there, and that really didn't do much to him. Right there was, that was about the most I did was kind of lean on him, and it really didn't, because I hit him square, it really didn't do much. I just kind of needed to get him, like in the, first third of the corner or something like that, just kind of slide him up the track and open up the bottom to get underneath him, basically. Just, yeah, I don't know. And there's the contact, obviously, with the 13. So, tough break. 10th place, not what I feel like I deserve pace-wise. Stupid mistake over driving it, trying too hard to dig, and get everything back way too fast. Should have just tried to set up the 13, knowing that maybe I would have been quicker than him. I don't know. Or 8th place still would have been better than 10th. So lessons learned. We'll take it, move on, and gave you guys something interesting the whole time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Let me know if you ran this, how it went. If you experienced the same thing, or if you were able to figure something else different that would give you an advantage pace-wise over everybody. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.